Hello everyone, I've got a Platinum versus Diamond match for you in this video. But before I get to that, I just really wanted to quick advertise this channel or this group again. So I've got this U7 group and I'm trying to get as many people as I can to join this. So basically once we have a ton of us, me and all of you viewers in this group, we should be able to start doing some really good custom matches and arcade matches. So in order to find this, you just go down to right next to your friends list down here, the one right next to it. Click on that, you click find, and then you type U7, and then there's the chat right there, and you just click to join chat. And then once you're in there, then you can see all of the members here. We have 6 people so far, and I've already played with Dawood. I believe that's how you say it, not sure. Dawood, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we already played a co-op mission because of this, having this chat here, so we can see everyone that's online. And it works out great because I think you have a cap on your friends list, and it's a little bit harder to add everyone onto your friends list using battle tags. This is just an easier way to connect with people. So yeah, please everyone start joining this. Then we can really start getting those good arcade matches in and good custom matches in and really start doing some fun stuff. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this match started here. So yes, as you can see, I am the Platinum player and my opponent is the Diamond player. And it's kind of like that Gold versus Diamond match that I did, but now I've been promoted up to Platinum League, so we are making progress. And I don't want to say who's won this match, but all I do want to say is that this was a really good match, and there was definitely a lot of moments where it was a complete toss-up that I don't know who was going to win at that point in time. It's going to be on Paladino Temple Ladder Edition. Alright, so yeah, we started off real nice and friendly. Hello, good luck, have fun. And Ace says it in return, so that was all good. And then I'm just basically doing the same build order that I did in the previous match. Basically, you build your first SCV. As soon as that SCV is built, then you make a supply depot. And I even used the rally over to this ramp over here. And once again, gotta give some credit to the Overmind. That's the with the 0 Overmind. This is where I got the idea for this build order from. Go check out his YouTube channel. He's got some good StarCraft 2 content. And he's in Diamond League right now, so he's very good. Okay, and then I start building a barracks right after the supply depot. And because I'm going up against Zerg, I just wanted to be a little extra cautious and safe, so I threw down another supply depot. And it looks like Ace currently was being really greedy and just saved up for an expansion immediately. So expansion first and then went for an extractor right after that. And I'm guessing the supply, or not supply, the spawning pool is going to come right away too. And then once I have these buildings up, the supply depot is done, I'm going to go scout with this SCV here. And then once this barracks is completed, I'll build a command center a little bit over here so I can start getting an expansion. And I'm building it just a little bit further away from this ramp because I just want to, you know, if I can prevent vision from the opponent, so our opponent doesn't actually know what I'm doing. That's what basically I'm just throwing the command center over here so they don't see that I am going to expand right away. And then I try to go and scout here, but I don't really find anything too interesting because, I mean, yeah, he expanded so quick, I just didn't see much. I see an extractor and a spawning pool. I just would have expected something more right away. So I was a little confused at this point in the game. But I didn't know how early he actually did expand with this. I think if we check right here, yeah, I actually didn't even see this expansion. So when I went up here to go scout, I said, what the heck, how does he not have anything? But yeah, that's why. He already has an expansion done, which is very, very quick. So if I would have rushed this guy, you know, probably would have actually worked out pretty well, just like a marine rush. But I mean, how do you know sometimes, right? So I was even checking for a 3rd expansion and a 4th expansion at the time. Yeah, I think my SCV's rallied over there and then back over here and then back into the base to go keep on checking on what's going on. Okay, and then after I got the command center built, I started throwing down I threw down a refinery, got that filled up, and I threw down another refinery. As soon as I had the 100 gas, I threw down a factory. And now I'm just pumping out some Marines just in case there's any type of Zergling rush. Because I do see right now there are 4 Zerglings coming after my SCV. And I want to just go do a little bit extra scouting, see if I can see a Baneling nest. But the Queen was here and ends up killing my SCV. But there weren't any Baneling nests up, I don't believe. Yeah, I don't think we have any up quite yet. but I still want to keep up the bunkers. I was a little worried these 4 Zerglings were going to come rush me with a couple more Zerglings. I didn't know what like I said, I didn't really know what he had building. So I wanted to get this bunker done right away and get my Marines put in it. And then as soon as I can, or once I'm starting to pay attention to this, I need to throw a tech lab, or I will throw a tech lab onto this factory here. And I'm starting to expand with my orbital command center now. And I actually got the orbital upgrade before lifting off out of my base. I think it's, it can be better to do that. Instead of delaying your time while you're out here and you don't have very good protection, might as well just get the orbital command upgrade while you're up here. Because I think, yeah, if you're getting the upgrade and you're landed, you can't actually lift off while your building's upgraded. So if a rush was to come, I would have to cancel the upgrade to lift off. So that's good reason to do it while you're in your base. And now I'm making the first siege tank, and I'm making another Reaper, or not another, my first Reaper, to go start scouting to see what's going on here. And it looks like Ace does have a 3rd expansion already. So was definitely playing very macro heavy. Ace does have a Roach Warren, but I don't know that I'm really going to see too many roaches come after us. I think that was more of a preemptive. Ace probably built this Roach Warren just in case it did any type of early harassment, so that Ace could try and stop me. That's what I was guessing. I almost killed his drone, but he did a real swift morph into a spine crawler. That was real good. I don't see that a lot with players that are lower than like Diamond League. People's micro normally aren't good enough to catch that right away, but that was dang good. Now Ace has quite a few Zerglings. I mean, if Ace rushed us, we'd definitely be able to kill it off because we have a siege tank now. But yeah, because of the macro heavy build, Ace's economy is starting to kind of blow up here. As you can see, he's got 600 minerals now, 400 gas. It's definitely looking really good. He's thrown down 2 evolution chambers. This was probably a little bit to help wall off. I mean, there's still some big gaps here, but yeah, throwing down the evolution chambers in front of this expansion. I guess it would kind of create a choke point if I was to move through here. That's probably why Ace is doing that. Or it could have just been thrown down quick just because. Not exactly sure. And now we do see double gas going down for Ace. Oh, triple gas. And yeah, no gas is down at the third base here. But yeah, he does have drones gathering some minerals. And at this point, I was just trying to get my supply line completely saturated at the home, and then at the expansion trying to get that saturated as well. And I will be throwing down a command center pretty quick here, but I've been using up all of my minerals. I was actually doing pretty darn good, I thought at least, for getting mineral intake. It was going really smoothly. And then all of a sudden I did finally get 400 minerals, so I threw down the third command center for an expansion, and I was feeling pretty good because I hadn't get rushed. We have this nice wall set up here, so I felt like it was time to go scout again and maybe even do a little bit of harassment. So I bring out these Hellions, and I think I am, if we go to the upgrades tab here, oh no, I don't have the upgrade yet. I believe I will be getting it soon. Yeah, here we go. Yep, Infernal Pre-Igniter, that upgrade. So you can do Hellions Infernal Flamethrower to deal +5 damage versus light units, and Hellbats Napalm Spray to deal +12 damage versus light units. So yeah, basically once you have your Hellions in Hellbat form and they have that upgrade, Zerglings melt. They just die. So I thought it was a really good upgrade to get, so I went ahead and started getting that, and we already have Vehicle Weapons level 1 coming on its way as well. And I started to get a tech lab for the starport here because I want to get Ravens out. Ravens for detection, that'll help with clearing out creep if there is creep spread, and it already looks like Ace is starting on that. And then 2, because Ravens are just really helpful. They have that turret that you can throw down, and then they also have the seeking missiles. All good stuff. And then the point defense drone, I think it's called the point defense drone, that'll block any type of air harassment that comes after us. So like if corruptors try to shoot at us, that thing, it shoots their shots. It disables them from attacking you. And then I knew there was an Overlord up here, so I thought I could get a nice easy kill. And it almost got away because Ace actually got Overlord speed. I think it's Pneumatized Carapace. Yeah, here it is, Pneumatized Carapace. And that, lets the Overlords and Overseers move way quicker. So that was, I almost thought it was going to get away, but apparently Marines can get a couple hits in every now and then. And then I don't know how good of a choice this was, but it worked for me. I decided to make a wall because there's only one way into this, aside from this being on the lower ground. I decided to make a wall of supply depots here. And, you know, I might actually be doing this in the future because it worked pretty well. Nice little wall. If I want to get in, I can get my units in. Though I don't have vision of the top here very well. I mean, if Zerglings were going to surround me, this is a nice, effective wall to hide behind. And then it looks like, yeah, Ace is really doing quite good with this creep spread. I mean, for being a diamond player, I know like Masters and Grandmasters, they're always on top of that creep spread, but the Ace definitely has good creep spread going on here. Got 3 queens spreading creep for him, and he's got a queen at the expansion, third expansion, or well, this is the first expansion. He's got a queen. Second expansion, he has a queen and home base. So it looks like, yeah, Ace has 6 queens out right now, and a 4th base. Already has a 4th base going, and I started scanning all over the place because I was like, okay, I haven't been doing enough scouting. I do need to do some harassment. So I come in here with 8 Hellions, and I make a mistake. I see these units coming. I say, okay, if I get in the choke, I'll be able to hold them off. Well, Banelings say otherwise. I don't think I had strong enough armor upgrades to resist those Banelings because they just melted my Hellbats. I don't even know if you get 3 armor if you can resist Banelings in that high of number. I don't know. Someone post in the comments and tell me what you think about that. But yeah, my Hellbats didn't stand a chance against those Banelings. What I should have done is I probably should have kept them in the Hellion form and then, you know, took a couple shots at these drones and then, you know, maybe microed away. That probably would have been a lot better engagement than me transforming into Hellbats and just dying. Because I did see the Banelings coming. I just thought I'd be able to resist them. So that was a big mistake on my part. And it looks like Ace already has another queen down here and is getting a ton of overlords over here. I'm guessing Ace is going to turn these all into overseers pretty quickly. And then I was feeling pretty confident right now because right now I've got, you know, let's see here, 6 Hellbats. I've got 4 siege tanks out. 2 of them are in siege mode. I'm going to use these guys to spread out here, and I'm going to turn this command center into a planetary fortress. And then I've got the Thors, of course, just in case any Mutalisks come. And then a Raven. You know, and I'm trying to save up my energy for those Seeker missiles. Yep, and I was right. They are called point defense drones to stop that enemy air attacks. But yeah, the Seeker missile is what I really wanted because those Banelings or Zerglings, if I could micro away in time, I was hoping that I could use these Seeker missiles to just one-shot all of them. And I decided to come by for an attack again, but I make a mistake again, and I transform him into Hellbats, and then I didn't get any killed. I even scanned to try to kill him, but yep, Banelings and the Spine Crawlers just destroyed me. Once again, I probably should have just, you know, kept him in the Hellion form and just took a couple pot shots at him and killed him instead of wasting that time transforming. And this actually looks pretty scary. You see a ton of Banelings here from Ace. Got 4 Infestors, and then let's see here how many Mutalisks are actually here. So we got 5, 8. Yeah, we've got 12 Mutalisks here, plus a ton of queens and really good creep spread. So, you know, right now Ace is definitely pulling ahead of me, and Ace probably has way better income too. Let's look at the income. Oh, well, okay, we're pretty close to Ace in the income, probably because of mules that I've been dropping down. And we did just get our 4th base here too. But yeah, Ace is still doing a little bit better, you know, in general for income, except when I throw down the mules, because right now the mules are going quite out of control for mineral intake for us. But yeah, so it was going pretty smoothly, at least I thought right now. And I didn't have a clue that all of these Mutalisks were out. These Mutalisks are definitely going to be a surprise to me once I finally see them. And then these Infestors, they started attacking. Oh, actually, I lied. I did see the Mutalisks, and I got really worried. So I built, you know, like 10 turrets, missile turrets down here, and Ace has already destroyed like 4 of them with just these infested Marines that are coming. So I got a little worried, and I was like, okay, I need to move out and try and kill these Mutalisks because I definitely do know that they're here now. And I did see these Infestors moving up. Oh, actually, that is what happened. These Infestors threw down those infested Marines. I wanted to go out and kill them. Well, I went out with my Thors, and I ended up killing, you know, 3 of the Infestors. But these Mutalisks hopped right on top of my Thors. And geez, look how strong these Thors are against these Mulists. There are a ton of Mulists right here, but because Thors are just so much better at taking them out, these Mulists really couldn't do very much. If I had brought, you know, at least like, you know, 6 SCVs with auto repair on, those 3 Thors would have easily been able to kill all of these Mutas. But I said, you know what? I lost that engagement. I'm not going to give up quite yet. Right now, it definitely looks like I'm in a really bad position. I mean, I'm throwing down all of these defenses, but I don't have a whole lot of units right now. I've only got 2 Thors out. I decided to get my barracks a reactor so I can start building double Marines just for some type of extra AA. And I'm starting to go out here. I want to take a couple good shots off on these Mulists. And this guy, he comes towards my Thors, and it looked a little bit scary, but yeah, my Thors definitely do a lot of damage. And then he makes this comment, lol, LOL, you really don't like Mutas. So definitely he seems a little bit offended right there. And I was too focused on micro, and I didn't want to respond at the time. But yeah, he definitely, I think that was, you know, kind of a sign of like, oh crap, I need to say something to try and intimidate this guy because he's mad. He's mad that I keep on building more missile turrets and Thors because he was going to try and harass me. But no, I wasn't going to let it happen. Okay, and now I start building a ton of Widow Mines too, because I know there's a ton of these Zerglings and Banelings and Mutalisks. And Widow Mines are so good against that composition. I mean, if I've seen anything from Grandmaster players play, I know that Widow Mines just evaporate this type of army. I didn't know about these Ultralisks though, so that's going to be a little bit scary when they start coming. And they start attacking these rocks right here, so I'm going to start getting in a bit of trouble. I do have the Planetary Fortress down. I do have some missile turrets down. I was getting prepared. I've got 3 siege tanks up. We've got 4 Widow Mines. I got 4 Thors right now. That's really good. And I think I'm going to bring out some SCVs because I do see something coming at us. Oh yeah, and here he goes. He's going to take out these rocks here, and he's going to start coming up these rocks right here. I think what he's trying to get just a full frontal attack on me. But thankfully, I mean, he made this big mistake. He clumped all of his Mutas together in one spot, and just all of them got hit by my Thors at the same time. And I think he lost like half of his Mutas there, and a couple of them almost died as well, but they were able to pull out of there. But right now he's got, I can see that these infestors are here because we got the sensor tower. And yeah, the sensor tower is actually helping out a ton because I can see all of these units. If you look at this little circle right here, I can see on the mini map here, I can see everything where it's moving, even though I don't have vision. So that's helping out a lot. And now I have these SCVs out here, and I'm scrambling right now. I'm really worried because this is coming. But I finally get all my Widow Mines burrowed, and all of these Widow Mines take action. And my SCVs are able to keep some of my units alive for a while, and we ended up winning that engagement. So that was looking a little scary right then and there, and I was thinking, okay, time for a counterattack. I didn't realize that he still had 9 Mutas over here, and then, you know, 2 Ultras, or 3 Ultras now, and a bunch of Banelings. So I'm like, okay, I can move out, not knowing that all this stuff was here. And then this is where it gets real nasty. I try to bait him back into these Widow Mines, which it does work. I do kill some of those Banelings, but his army is just so much bigger than mine right now. He is definitely pulling ahead. And he's got his 6th base starting. Already has the 5th base down with some spine crawlers. Right now, he's kicking my butt for economy, I think. Yeah, he's definitely pulling ahead. 2,600 minerals where I'm only at 2,000. And yeah, these Mutas are still looking for a place they can try and sneak into this base. But I threw down missile turrets everywhere. I wanted to be prepared for that. And I thought, okay, you know what? I can bring my SCVs in here and I can start killing his queens if he's not paying attention. Well, here comes all of the Zerglings, and oh, the Widow Mines hit. And the Widow Mines did some good work. But it wasn't enough. The Ultras break through our defense. I do have some units left. Here. And I think I'm going to pull off some SCVs for this engagement. Maybe I'm going to pull off some... I mean, I've got a bunch sitting right here, but they're not doing anything. Oh, this is so scary. He could finish me off right now. I mean, look at this. But maybe he's thinking right now that I have something else that I'm holding in the back of my base. Maybe that's what he's worried about. But you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just trying to. I'm pretty sure at this moment that I'm gonna lose. So I'm just trying to stick it out. Because every now and then when I stick out matches, I just can, with mech, for some reason, the army's just so strong against Zerg players. I can just hold out and keep holding out. And even though they have the economy to keep going, I can kill their armies normally. And it just seems to keep working out for me. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. But I definitely think, you know, chances of me losing are pretty good right here. But I'm building a wall of supply depots just to kind of like mess up those Zerglings if they try to come from this direction. And then he destroys the rocks right here. It's like I got these supply depots here. They'll help a little bit, but now I have this big wide open spot and I'm terrified. I do try to start killing some of this creep with my Raven and some scans and trying to see what's going on here. But yeah, it gets real bad. So I've got siege tanks coming. Yeah, let's look at the production tab here. I've got siege tanks, Thors, and Hellbats coming out. But I pulled off all of these SCVs to start repairing, and it's still, I mean, he's taking me out right now. Ultras came in, and then all of the infested Marines. And he's got like seven queens here. So yeah, my planetary fortress fell easily. And here's all the Mutalisks. So Mutalisks and queens are moving in now to finish me off. But I'm not giving up quite yet. I don't wanna give up just yet. I still have these two factories building stuff. I've got a starport building some Ravens, and every now and then when I'm paying attention, I build Marines. When I'm paying attention, like I said. And I'm like, oh, I have all these SCVs back here. Maybe I'll start building some barracks with them because I have so much minerals. But it looks like our opponent, Ace, actually even has way more than us. Ace definitely could have been creating many, many more units right now. 5,000 resources in the bank. Oh, and then we got him into this great choke point. This actually was probably what determined this little battle right here, is that he rushed us in our choke point, and I had some SCVs, quite a few of them died already. But yeah, I had these SCVs repairing our army, and I've got the siege tank on the high ground, and we just had a good choke point so the Zerglings and Ultralists couldn't get a surround on us, and we were able to kill it. I was like, whoa! How did we survive that again? But yeah, so we're starting to win. All my stuff's in pretty bad shape right now, but I'm thinking, okay, now is going to be the best time for a counterattack again. So kind of like earlier, I tried to do a counterattack, but it didn't go so well. But I'm not going to quit yet. I'm just going to try and move out and try to see what I can do. And I caught a glimpse of these infestors down here, so I'm going to try destroy some of this creep. I know that there's infestors and Mutalisks right here, so I'm going to be, you know, very wary of that. And I actually have a decent force with all these SCVs doing repairs. I'd say this looks pretty darn scary at this moment. And he's got all these Ultras and Mutas, but he's like really holding back because the Mutas can get, you know, killed so easily by these Thors. But I actually thought I was going to die right here, but SCV repairs are unbelievable, and Thors are so strong. And now all the Mutas are dead, and all of a sudden the whole battle has changed. Everything changed at the end here. Just a couple good engagements, even though the income of our opponent is so much better than us. Look at this, 1,700 to 300. So much better than us right now. We just had a couple good engagements and, you know, had the right units to counter what our opponent was using, that this is starting to turn out really quite exceptionally. And we're killing all of the creep that we can, so the speed's going to get way reduced on our opponent. And right now, all of our opponent has left is queens and Zerglings, and that's it. Oh, and like 5 Ultralisks hit. Whoa, 7 Ultralisks. That's definitely enough to finish us off. I did not know about this. Maybe our opponent completely forgot about this or something? I don't know, but yeah, definitely microing somewhere else. These Ultralisks aren't paying attention, so I just keep my army alive here. And he says, GG, well played. He must have forgotten that he had this army right here. Wow. I'm pretty sure that could have finished us. Well, maybe. I've got these Hellbats. Those would have been able to melt away the Zerglings, that's for sure. But I think the 5 Ultras would have been able to finish us off. Not too sure on that, but yeah, either way, you know, couple good engagements, and just like that, I was able to beat a Diamond player again. And we're in the Platinum League now. We're moving up, you know, slowly climbing the chain. I definitely face some really good opponents every now and then. I get my butt handed to me, though. So, you know, if we can make it to Diamond, that would be great. If not, if we beat Diamond players every now and then, I'm okay with that too. But there you have it. I wonder if there's a way I can go back to the stats of this match. Yeah, well, actually, yeah, let's quit this replay. And I'll hop back to the stats really quick. I just want to show you guys how much more army value he had when I was looking at the endgame stats here. Alright, so if we go to multiplayer and then, oh actually it's in here. Okay, so if we go to match history. Loading, loading, loading. Alright, once this loads up, then I'll be able to click on the match. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so score summary, let's go graphs. Yeah, look at this. Ace is in blue here. Look at this. Wow. Ace was stomping us. Way more army value. And somehow we just kept on winning the engagements. It went so well. Resource collection, you know, we were doing quite good until those engagements where he took out our planetary fortress. That's when it started to get pretty scary. And I decided, you know, there's no other choice but to counter now. Upgrade spending, we were doing worse than him the whole match until towards the end. Then we had better upgrades. So maybe that's what really, you know, kind of turned the tide in those battles. But yeah, workers active once again at the end, just doing way better than us. So yeah, you know, engagements are everything. I mean, if you look at army value, just didn't use his army in the right way or didn't have the right units, and it worked out for us. But yeah, there you have it. And then we'll go to view profile of this guy. Yep, definitely diamond 3 right here. So yeah, there you have it, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you liked the video, and if you guys have any questions or requests, post them in the comment section. Really enjoy reading your guys' comments and replying to you. So see you guys in the next video.